Again, now we move on to the winter storm. Seeing winter storm watches across much of our area. That's expected to become a winter storm warning imminently here. That means that the effects of this winter storm are coming in.
I keep seeing estimates all over the place for how much snow. 6 inches, and now I'm seeing 18 inches. I mean, how much are we actually going to get?
It looks like right now our best guess would be somewhere around a foot throughout much of southeast Ohio. Thankfully, today we got a little bit of a break from the cold before we're going to see. Yeah, thanks. We've been dealing with a pretty rainy last 24 hours here in Athens and southeast Ohio as a whole. Thankfully, we are beginning to clear out a little bit. Looking at the radar across much of the eastern United States, those low to mid 20s will be moving in here. You're going to be seeing a chance of snow showers, especially between the hours of 1 and 4 in the morning. That's really when you're going to be seeing a chance of some flakes to fly here in this area that's appearing and disappearing. That's going to help to fuel what we call an atmospheric river. The atmospheric river is going to channel this moisture up through Mexico and into Texas, supplying essentially unlimited moisture for precipitation to fall in the system. That's really going to allow this system to do whatever it wants. And because of these cold fronts that are coming down from the north, which now you look at the temperature map, it's -16 here in North Dakota. That's for the daytime highs right now. It is an Arctic blast coming in along with this precipitation that's really causing a lot of concern. That's why some of this snow is going to be able to get all the way down into southern states like the Carolinas, like Tennessee, that is not typically used to this amount of snow and this amount of ice. Well, today, again, I mentioned that a little bit of a break from that Arctic cold before we really saw that. The birds were chirping this morning. It was about 40 degrees for the daytime high. Those partly cloudy skies will persist into tonight and then into tomorrow. Overnight, going to need some layers as you head out and about. Gotta bring a jacket, bring a sweatshirt. Same thing for tomorrow as you're finalizing your plans, finalizing your preparations for this winter storm. It's going to be in the 20s. Overnight, try and stay out of this. It's going to be about 5 degrees with 40 degrees. And why is that? Well, we're going to begin to see a transition in the weather pattern. It's because of this. This is the beginning of a low pressure system. Zooming in a little bit closer to our area, you're seeing it to the west. This low pressure system is pretty much done with our neck of the woods by the time we get to tomorrow. Some lingering showers out to the east into tomorrow night as well. But as we get further along into Wednesday, well, we begin to see a transition here for Wednesday. This low pressure system beginning to move in, it's going to cause us to warm up. We're going to begin to see the transition from winter weather back towards some much more fall-like temperatures here. How that's going to play out exactly, it hasn't stopped the hustle and bustle here in Athens, but nonetheless, we are still seeing a very cold night ahead. So if you're heading out tonight, make sure you bundle up. You're seeing on the radar here across the entire United States, well, just how large the system that impacted us is. The low pressure system, the center of it, is all the way out there with the rain in New England and the Northeast, and all the way back into much of the Midwest, into parts of the southeastern United States. As far south as Nashville and Atlanta saw some snow today. So it's been a very, very cold one across much of the eastern United States. It's going to continue to be a very cold one here as we look ahead. Here in Athens, specifically southeast Ohio, we're mostly done with the rain and the snow. Any precipitation that comes from here on out will be brief, short-lived, just a couple flakes during the overnight hours, but those are mostly expected to stay up to the north and the east there. You're seeing them along the West Virginia border there, but much of the snow has remained down south into West Virginia, and even that's beginning to fall.